What's going on, guys? My name is Ted, and today I'm bringing you an MSR gameplay on the map Mission. This is an MW3, the last sniper you unlock, the MSR. You notice this is a lot different for me. I normally don't use sniper rifles in any sort of gameplay. And before yesterday, I always thought that if you used a sniper rifle in any Call of Duty game, you're generally at a disadvantage. I completely changed my views yesterday. I'm second prestige, level 78 now, something like that. And I recently unlocked this gun and I said, you know what, let's fuck the kill-death ratio. Let's see if I can become good at sniping, or at least try it for a couple of games, see if I enjoy it. And I'm here to tell you that, out of my professional opinion, having played Call of Duty for several years now, the sniper rifles in MW3 are better than they've ever been in any previous Call of Duty. A couple things I'll go ahead and point out. You don't have to use stopping power because their guns are built-in high damage. So your tier 2 perk is free. That leaves you all 3 perks and a high damage sniper rifle, as well as not having to use the FMJ attachment. You're now more open to other options. You can use the proficiency impact, as I'm doing in this gameplay, to shoot through objects a lot easier, and then I can also use a motion sensor. This is really good because, as you'll notice, the sniper rifle is a long-range engagement weapon, so anything close range is what I'm going to need to watch out for. That's where our motion sensor comes into play. It's very rare for someone to have blind eye and actually be immune to my motion sensor. So I can really get away with knowing where people are and when they're coming at me. And the way that you use a sniper rifle is the most important part of it. This gun is a horrible gun in anything other than long range. That's why I notice this is the one spot of the map that I stay in for most of the game. This is the one spot where my sniper rifle has an advantage over anybody else. You see that guy? He can't pick me off with even his ACR because I'm too far away. He can't get a good line of sight on me. He's also not a very strong player. Well, right here, in this location, I've got 2 long lines of sight in front of me, and that's what the sniper rifle dominates at. It's a 1-bullet kill no matter what range it's at, as long as it's hip or above. So that's where you have to focus. You have to focus on making sure that your gun, and you're using it the way that's best suits its gun. So for the MSR, if I get in close quarter combat, it's a horrible gun, and I'll be beat out by any other gun in the entire game, unless I get a lucky one-shot kill, which is probably not going to happen in close range. However, at longer ranges like this, where I've got narrow lines of sight that I'm looking way down and way far away, it's very easy for me to pick off people that either cannot see me or cannot get a good shot off on me. And even if they can get a shot off on me, they're too long of range for their bullets to do much to me, whereas I can drop them in one shot no matter what range it is, once again, as long as it's hip or above. So if you have not already, I do suggest trying out this gun. You'll see here, it's the way that I'm using it mixed with my I've pretty decent aim. That's another tip I can give. This being the smallest map in the game, it's really difficult to find these long lines of sight, so that's my biggest tip, is finding the long lines of sight. However, another thing I'll mention is the aim. Don't try to be the next Grizz status and pop up to 10 sensitivity on your first game with the sniper rifle, and go around doing 360 no scopes, and there's a professional. Always take out your attack helicopter first. It's a rule of thumb I always choose. No, I kid. But anyways, don't jack up your sensitivity to 10. Keep it at, I think in this game I was using like a 3 sensitivity. Keep it at whatever you normally use for any gun, and slowly work your way up. I played with the sniper rifle all night long, and I had the longest streak of good games I've ever had in MW3 with the sniper rifle, which is why I said it's a very viable gun in this game. However, I was only using a 3 or 4 sensitivity for most of the time. I think I popped it up to 5 sensitivity by the end of the night. But I never had a really high sensitivity. I was always at a medium, maybe a little bit high sensitivity. And that's why I did so well. I was getting my shots on target. I think I made a little over half my shots on the first try, which in this game, if you don't get them on your first try, if you don't get the shot off the first time, you're probably not going to get the second shot off unless you've positioned yourself really well. To see where I'm at, I can normally take 2 or 3 shots before I hit the guy, and I'll still have an advantage over him. Well, if you're in close quarters and you miss your first shot, you're not going to get a second chance. The game's not programmed that way. If the other guy's got an SMG, unless he's completely fucking oblivious to you, you're not going to get your second shot off. If you miss your first shot and you don't get the one-hit kill, or if you get the first shot off but you get a hit marker, you're not going to be able to pump out that second shot before he can drop you. So that's why I'm going to reemphasize once again: stay at the long ranges of sights. Keep a good accuracy, a low sensitivity for high accuracy, about 3 or 4, whatever you generally use. Some people maybe go up as high as 6. But work your way up throughout the night. I didn't start off at a 10, I started off at a 3, worked me up to a 5 by the end of the night. And this gameplay ended up pulling a 32-2 gameplay on the map Mission, which is really decent score even for any gun, let alone using a sniper rifle for most of my kills. You have to pull off a pretty decent game-winning kill on a guy trying to do a 360 no-scope. So he was oblivious, I win. That's how the game normally goes. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, as always, make sure to click the like button, and I'll catch you later. Bye.